Good evening, folks, and distinguished gentlemen of the micronational community. I am Hayden Abrams, the current sitting Emperor of the Quackers Kingdom, addressing you publicly for the first time with such title. Today, I'm going to be discussing something in regards to I don't want to say former, because believe it or not, it still exists, pro-German monarchist server and movement as a whole. So, there's been rumors going around, mostly spread by the founder and former leader of it, who on YouTube and on Discord goes by the name American Kaiserreich. Now, I want it to be clear. I have no personal issues with him. He's a perfectly fine person. He's claiming that if I go and look actually on the post that he's saying, so I can quote this directly, uh, the higher-ups pushed me around and called me names and wanted me to give up leadership to a guy called the Quackers Kingdom who were originally thought of as a friend, but apparently not. So, that is his exact quote. One one of these things is true, and not even fully. It's halfway true. Did we ask him to give up leadership? Not originally. So, American Kaiserreich, as I stated before, is morally a perfectly fine person. He's great. I have no issues with him, and I want him and everybody else associated with him to understand that. The issues came with leadership. There were many issues, which I'll go through a list here. So, first of all, he's not a very agreeable person. He has this mentality where if something is not being done the exact way he wants, it isn't happening at all. This is a particularly big issue in a political movement because not everyone may agree with you. And just because you're the leader of it doesn't mean that you get final say in absolutely everything. If that was the case, he wouldn't have assigned a group of higher-ups, which include me, or included me. So, he was unagreeable. He kept banning people from the actual Discord server because they had minor disagreements with him and or made completely harmless jokes regarding something that he didn't appreciate, and rather than talking to them about it or saying, hey, I don't like this, please don't do this again, he interpreted it as them personally hating him and would forcefully remove them from the server and then refuse to allow them back in. He's unable to distinguish things from their meanings. He's, I don't want to say mentally unstable, more like emotionally volatile, as he has demonstrated countless times before, unfortunately. And altogether is the best way that we could put it, politically incompetent. Politically, I want to specify, politically. Common sense, he's not lacking. He's not lacking in the slightest. We're talking about politically here. He's not fit to lead a political movement. Now, back to the issue of what he's claiming on YouTube. He's going around spreading these rumors that me and all the other members of the High Command were pushing him around, calling him names, and trying to force him to give up control. Now, did we eventually come to the conclusion that he should be forced to relinquish power? Yes. Was it our initial response? No. Our initial response to these issues was confronting him about it, and we did. We confronted him about it in a meeting, to which he said that he would make an attempt to resolve these issues with him personally, and then Not even 2 days later, they arose again, significantly worse, and he claimed that once again, people were personally after him, even though they very clearly were not. On another matter, nobody was being disrespectful towards him. Nobody called him a name. I've heard rumors that he was also saying that we were calling him and other people racial slurs. I don't know whether that's actually true that he's made that claim or not, but if it is, I want to assure everyone that it's not. We have not said anything of the sort. And actually, believe it or not, despite what he says, yes, the movement still exists. The server still exists. It's gone through a change of leadership since he decided to, rather than actually, confronting these issues, he decided to not only leave the server, but delete his Discord account after already blocking me and presumably everyone else in the high command, which only further goes to prove that he's not the one in the right here. I feel if he was the one in the right, he wouldn't be so ashamed to not only leave the server but delete his account. So yes, the movement still exists. The server still exists. You can join it. I will link it in the description for those of you who would like to join. And to certain people, especially who are associated with it and are believing his lies, I'm not going to call you out for it because personally, you don't know better to not believe his lies. You are very much still welcome. We do not take personal vendettas against people, including American Kaiserreich. He has made that decision on his own. That was not on our part. But that about sums it up. Now, if you're wondering why I haven't posted in such a long time, number one, I don't have the productivity to come up with something right now. This is just a simple addressing. This does not require all that much creativity. Two, my phone is currently kind of broken, so I can't use it, which is why there's no video footage here. If it was working, I would have filmed this rather than just audio. But yeah, so you can expect that as soon as it's fixed, I should hopefully have something to put out. But aside from that, this has been Hayden Abrams, Kaiser of the Quackers Kingdom, addressing you all personally. Auf Wiedersehen.